Hey folks, Aaron here. So about a week ago, Wargaming.net shut down Wargaming Seattle, one of their main US-based studios. Today, I want to talk a little bit about why that matters and why that's a lesson for any young professional who's looking to get into game development in particular, but really any young professional, especially if you're in any kind of job or any kind of industry where you have a lot of turnover potentially. Wargaming Seattle, for folks who don't know the history, this was actually the rebranding of gas-powered games after Wargaming bought them in 2013. That was Chris Taylor's studio. These are the guys who did Total Annihilation, Supreme Commander 2. They had a failed Kickstarter back in 2013. Their last game did not do well, and Wargaming rode in and bought them. Anyway, now they're shut down after about 5 years as a studio under Wargaming. Now, what's the lesson here? Especially if you're in game development or if you're looking to go into game development for a big studio. The big lesson is you don't know if you're going to have a job tomorrow. I don't think, obviously, aside from a few people in upper management, presumably, but the rank and file folks walked into work Thursday morning thinking nothing was wrong. They started their week figuring they were going to have a job the next week. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. And that's happened to me before when I was a game developer. It can happen in a lot of software. And the thing is, what can you do about that? And truthfully, the answer is, in some ways, not a lot. I mean, if it's a surprise, it's a surprise. Here's the thing that you can do, and this is probably advice number 2 of the most important things that I would give to younger software developers is save some money. One of the things, okay, I realize a lot of people have student loans, but especially when you're a young developer, more than likely you're gonna end up working overtime. You're gonna have more income coming in, especially if you're doing contracts, which you're probably gonna have to do some contracts near the beginning of your career, especially to kind of build up your name. Get on a budget and make sure you start saving some money. I recommend Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. Specifically, work on baby steps 1, which is $1,000 in the bank for emergencies, 2, getting out of debt, and 3, having 3 to 6 months of income saved. What's this going to do for you? Okay, well, the biggest thing is, this is something I learned from one of my favorite books on negotiation, which advice point 2.5 is learn to negotiate. But my favorite book is, and I'll put a link for it down here. It's called Negotiate to Win, and it's negotiation lessons from an NYPD hostage negotiator. And he has what he calls the ninjas at your back. Because when you're a hostage negotiator, the ninjas at your back are if hostage negotiations fail, boom, SWAT team kicks down the door, shoots the bad guy. You know, it's not the optimal outcome, because the optimal outcome is everybody walks away alive and the bad guy goes to jail. But better the bad guy dies than innocent people die. The point is, when you're job hunting, you want a backup plan. You want a plan B that you are willing to accept. If you have no savings and unemployment's running out, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to take the first job that you get offered, whether you like the salary or not, because you don't have a choice. You do this or you don't eat, basically. That savings gives you the ability to reject a bad offer, or better yet, negotiate on an offer where you might love the job or the company, but you don't like the salary. I've been in both positions. I've been in positions where I've been able to reject an offer I didn't like, either because I had a competing offer or because I was still employed at the time, and I ended up getting a better offer. Actually, in one case, the company came back and made me a much better offer that there is no way they were going to make me in the first place, but they wanted me to come work for them. They were willing to make me a better offer. They were willing to negotiate because I was able to say no. I've had other times in my life where I have not been able to say no. I have not been in a position to negotiate, and you know what? I kind of got screwed. So this is what I'm saying. Have a budget, get your financial house in order. Again, you know, whether you want to follow Dave Ramsey's steps or some other good financial planner, you know, especially if you're going into game development, this is an industry where that is unstable in the best of times. I mean, okay, the American economy right now is going gangbusters. You know, I don't doubt that most of the people laid off by Wargaming are not going to have difficulty finding a new job here pretty quickly, because the demand is massive right now. But again, you want to be able to negotiate that demand. You want to be able to negotiate and get a good offer. You don't want to have to take the first offer. If it's a great first offer, then take it, absolutely. But, you know, that's the thing about uncertainty. You don't know. You don't know if your job's going to be there tomorrow. And from my own experience, even if you have student loans, and I had student loans when I came out of college too, even if you have student loans, you know, if it's just you and you're a single person, or if it's just you and a partner, and you know, before you start having kids, you know, focus on getting your financial house on the right foot. It's a lot easier before your expenses start going up, because I love my kids, I love my pets, I love my kids a lot more than my pets. But the point is, kids are expensive, and it's a lot easier when you have, say, a double income and no kids. It's a lot easier to hammer down that debt, get that savings, and have that negotiating position that you can work with if your job were to suddenly disappear tomorrow. You know, I'm working on taking my own advice. Again, I'm 38 now. You know, I've got some credit card debt that my wife and I are working through. You know, I wish I'd again, this is why this is advice for younger developers. I wish I'd taken my own advice when I was 22, 23, 24. So yeah, that's kind of the lesson there in wargaming, is just sometimes things can be going along perfectly smoothly and the economy can be ticking along and the game industry can be making money hand over fist overall, but for whatever reason, your studio's toast. That's the fourth or fifth studio this year that's gone under. Shit sucks when that happens. You can't do anything about that. But you can manage your response. All right. I'm Aaron. Till next time, remember, keep your knees in the breeze and the shiny side up. Peace out. Hey folks, Aaron here. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want more, please hit the subscribe button, like it, all that stuff, and don't forget the alerts for when I post new videos. New videos go up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. Central. Vlogs and gaming content. You can also find me at my blog, stickstoriesscotch.blogspot.com, my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/shadowcaster, and a lot of other writing over on Mariner's Rock. Hope you'll be back next time. Until then, remember, keep your knees in the breeze and the shiny side up. And now, I gotta ride.